Can I ask, the chairman said in midweek he was all in with you. Does this contract give you confidence that you will get the patience and the time to do the job, even if things get a little bit difficult?
Yes, that was also that's also the reason of the contract, to do it from both sides. It was not to get much more wages or something. That was not the idea. We were really fast agreed about that. There were other points from both sides, that there's more clarity and it's more secure to work for a longer term. And that's also what a club needs. That's also what this club needs. It's also what's been done in the past in other clubs. What are the most successful clubs in the world? Or the ones where managers were 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Because there's consistency. If you every year or every 6 months starts with a new story, then it becomes difficult after a while, because what is the story at the end? And the good thing is that I feel here that we are aligned about a lot of things, and the club felt the same in these talks. So what is the reason not to go for a longer story together then?
Philippe, obviously your new contract brings stability. Congratulations on it. You're obviously very settled in the country. But in terms of preparation for this season, have you had to do anything differently? Because we're not going to play a home game for a considerable period of time. Is that something you've looked into? Have you thought?
No, because we didn't know that before the pre-season. So in that way, it was already positive that we had so many away games in the pre-season. We need to make Hamden our home for the moment. It's like that, and I think the best people to help us in that way are our fans. So we count a lot on them. So like they count on the team to give their best every second that they are here in the building or in the stadium. So we need to create this unique atmosphere now in Hamden. That's our target. I chose the preparation to play a lot of difficult games also. So a lot of games against clubs with a budget that's bigger than ours, because I wanted to have the challenges for the squad, and I wanted to see also which mistakes we would make to learn out of that and to learn the squad in that way. If we would have kept the core more together this season, it would have been less faults, but I see the team grow week by week and game by game. So yeah, that's the target now for the next couple of months.
You spoke a lot last season, Philippe, about the injury situation. What have you done this summer to try and change that, alleviate it, ensure it doesn't happen again?
Yeah, we've done a lot, and it's maybe some interesting thing maybe for next time. I can show you things around that. So I have some numbers out of my head. We did 15% more distance in the training than the year before. We did 71% more sprint distance. In the pre-season, we did 70% more high-intensity runs in the season. We did much more prevention work with the players. So we saw already less injuries. In this pre-season, we had several players who the last couple of years never made a full pre-season, who did it now. Does it mean that's a guarantee we will not have injuries? No, because it's not a situation. You cannot change a human body in 5-6 weeks. We made them stronger already, several of them, but there's still a way to go. I told the team that also this week. This is not the end of the preseason. It's gonna last at least 2-3 months more. But we need to combine it with the games and to make good choices around that, also to win games, because that stays the most important. But working in that way, also getting new people in, performance staff, medical staff, that will help also. So it's adding all these things together to make a better total product.
Out of all the things that you wanted to change for this season, is that the biggest thing that had to change from last season to this?
The amount of injuries for sure will be important. You cannot have 12 players injured like we had in several moments. So that's for sure an important thing, but all the other things are also important. So there's not one thing you can take out, and that's more important than the rest. It's the combination of everything who will get you results at the end.
When can we expect to see the big man play apart with his striker? Supporters love new strikers, they're excited to see him. When do you think he'll be available?
I've been really clear about that from the first second he came in, that this is a young boy with a lot of potential, but who never trained at the level that we are training now. So I can make the fans really happy to put him directly in tomorrow, and then he get injured and then they cannot enjoy him the next couple of months. That's not the idea. So for the moment he's more in an individual program to make him better, and then to get him in the first team squad training, and then afterwards to get him to playing minutes. So there's a way to go with him. His mentality is great. For him it's like a new world is opening up, and he's every day like experiencing something new for himself. But he's really hungry and ambitious to become better, and we see also a really good evolution in the short time he's here.
And do you think you've got enough goals? Because last year Rangers struggled with just Dessers as the main striker. Do you think with Danilo coming back, that's enough?
I think with Danny, we still need to see to get him to his best level. So he comes also from 6 months injury, so we cannot expect miracles of him. But he showed his quality before. So if we can get him to a normal level from before, and the ambition is to get him better, he will score his goals. I think Ciro will kick on what he did last season, and I will only see him grow and become better. And we need also in other positions to score goals out of that. Of course, you can take 4 or 5 strikers in the squad. At the end, it's one who starts and one can be on the bench. And then you have 2, 3 who are sitting in the tribune, doing nothing and being unhappy. So that's also not a good situation, I think.
Philippe, can I ask you about Andreas Uldering, your new assistant? Can you tell us what he's brought to your own team, and what maybe a wee bit more about his specific role since he came in? I know that you worked with Robin Proper before for a couple of years, so I wondered, did he maybe suggest him, or was he involved in that assignment of him?
There's 2 questions. I will first talk about the first one. What does he add? That last season, I always worked really good with the staff, and they're working really good. I'm really happy with Alex, with Brian, with Steph, how they are doing their role. But I did a lot myself on the pitch, in the trainings, in the preparation also. Because of that, I missed some time to be all over the building and to be everywhere where I need to be in moments, and for sure in a rebuild. So in that way, Andries strengthens the squad, that he can take over some responsibilities, same as Steph and Brian and Alex are doing. And I can delegate a few things more. So I can be busy with other things in that moment. Is it recruitment? Is it the medical? Is it the prevention? Is it the academy? So that I'm not all the time in my office, but I can be more around all the building and have a better view on things.
Last one. Okay. With regards to James Tavernier, he stressed his commitment to Rangers in midweek. You must be clearly glad to still have him for you.
Yeah, of course, because he's been very important last season, and as a captain of Rangers, and that's part of the job. And I've been there, done that in other clubs, comparable also, I think, with Club Brugge, with a passionate fan base and high expectations that you need to win everything. You know, in the moments you don't win everything, everybody looks at the captain. That's part of the job. He fits that role well because he can manage that. I've seen in the past a lot of people break in that situation also. I think he had one disadvantage last season, that he played all the games. And that's also my responsibility. So because of that, I think in moments he was not as fresh that he should be. So that's something we want to change also for this season. But of course, the people who have to play that position also, they need to be fit. So no, it's I think Tev can make a really strong season, and he's really hungry for that. It's pity that he's been out for 2 weeks during preparation, that he missed a bit. But I'm very confident he's going to play a strong season, yeah. And he's been very important with his goals and assist.
Will he lead the team out tomorrow?
That's a smart question.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes. I give it 1 time a year, so by this, it's 1 time that I say yes about selection of tomorrow, who's going to start.